Have you ever felt guilty for doing what was necessary, even if it seemed wrong in the eyes of others? Life sometimes puts us in strange dilemmas. Stay silent or confront. Be kind or firm. Please others or protect your own peace. The truth is that what's right doesn't always look pretty. And that's where a man who was hated for saying what no one wanted to hear comes in. Niccolo Machiavelli lived in 16th century Florence, a time of political betrayals, coups, wars, and dirty interests. He wrote a book called The Prince, and because of that, his name became synonymous with coldness and manipulation. But was he really a villain? Machiavelli simply exposed the world as it truly is, not as we wish it were. He said, "It is better to be feared than loved, if one cannot be both." Scary, right? But anyone who's tried to please everyone knows exactly where that ends: exhaustion, frustration, and emptiness. Machiavelli wasn't against ethics. He was against naivete. He understood that living in a corrupt world requires emotional intelligence, firmness, and hard decisions. And we keep saying life isn't fair, so why do we act as if everything were black and white? Jesus, for example, taught love, but he also overturned the money changers' tables in the temple. He was firm. He confronted. He called leaders whitewashed tombs. That's not Machiavellian, but it's the balance between love and truth. How many times have you silenced your opinion to keep the peace? How many times were you treated unfairly because you didn't have the courage to set boundaries? Machiavelli would say, the problem isn't being good, but being good without wisdom. And that fits perfectly with what Jesus said. Be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. Innocent, but not foolish. Kind, but not manipulable. Think about your life now. Maybe you're trying to save a relationship that's already turned into a battlefield, or holding on to a job that's destroying your emotional health, or accepting emotional crumbs in the name of peace. What would Machiavelli say? That sometimes, to save what truly matters, you have to cut off what is rotting. And that, as harsh as that may sound, is a form of self-love. In Crime and Punishment, Dostoevsky presents a character who tries to justify a crime for a greater good. He falls into the Machiavellian temptation, but without limits, and pays a high price. The lesson? Using wisdom is not an excuse to become cold. It's a call to balance firmness with values, strategy with soul, justice with mercy. Machiavelli doesn't have to be the villain in your conscience. Maybe he's just reminding you that being too good in the wrong world can destroy you from the inside out.